Up next, we got Mason Bowen versus Marco Sparks for the TV title.
It's going to be a hell of a main event. Now keep in mind, the television title has a forward defense cash-in policy. Now Marco Sparks has successfully defended once at the Super Show. If he successfully defends here, this is number 2.
The television title. I think the breakout would have been more of the forward cash-in, you know, because that actually is more prestigious than this new title. Who are you rooting for in this one?
As much as my mind says Marco Sparks is winning, I would love to see a big moment for Mason Bowen.
I think Mason Bowen's going to do it. I think this is his chance to actually prove himself on Rebellion. And what better way to prove yourself than taking down a former world champion?
This kid here had a Match of the Year candidate last year against Calvin James. Ever since then, I have been a huge Mason Bowen fan.
Yes.
If he's going to win here tonight, he needs to really focus. He needs to figure out what nobody else seems to be able to figure out, and that's how to counter Marco's deadly strikes.
Yes, definitely. And from what I'm reading on the paper, he's actually the youngest one on this roster.
Would be definitely historical for winning. Could be the youngest champion in history.
Definitely. And here comes the television champion now, Marco Sparks. And I see he changed up his theme song too.
He's probably one of the most cocky, some would say annoying, troll-like people here, but loaded with talent.
I would say cocky, yes. Troll, no.
What would you call You Suck TV?
You Suck TV, that's just him trying to troll and failing, technically. Like I said, I like Marco Sparks. He's, in my eyes, he's amazing talent. I like him. I see when I see talent, you know, I normally bank on that talent. But he's trying too hard to be a troll, you know.
I know for a fact that Marco Sparks can end a match anytime he wants. It could last 30 seconds. It could last an hour. He is definitely a ring general.
There you have it. That's what they're fighting for, the RWA television title.
Of course,
the GM did a really good job on this title.
I agree. That thing is awesome looking. Keep in mind, this is the championship that replaced the deathmatch title, which was unified at Rebelmania in that triple threat. Marco Sparks indeed won.
I disagreed with that. I felt deathmatch is what made RWA, you know.
I believe we have not seen the end of it.
Definitely. But it's been kind of thrown around like in the trash, like nobody really could actually held it. I think that's why the GM got rid of it.
Perhaps a new division will rise someday. Marco Sparks perhaps getting rid of the title. Handing it off for the last time, maybe.
You know, honestly, that title looks so good that it makes me just want to jump in the ring and interfere and just like hopefully try to win it. I'm a non-wrestler, so most likely I'll probably get my ass kicked, but it doesn't hurt to try. And the match starts.
Expect a lot of speed. Expect a lot of running.
Beautiful drop kick by Mason Bowen.
Barely grazed him.
Ooh, try to get no chop left.
Oh,
the Dr. Teeth. Ooh, I thought he was going for a neck breaker there. I don't like that move.
That Dr. Teeth bugs me too.
Oh, beautiful high knee.
Like I said before this match started, he needs to figure out a way around the strikes.
Definitely. And it seems like he has no counters now.
If I were him, I would try and slow the match down. The quicker pace, the more Marco is at an advantage.
Yes, definitely. Or do what he's doing now, keeping him on the ground would actually work too. So that would neutralize the speed. So, who do you think potential challengers could be for Marco Sparks?
It could really be anybody. The rule of the TV title is it's defended every week. 4 victories and you can choose to vacate and cash in, or you can defend.
Oh, yeah? Is it like an open challenge, or does it...
I believe they are hand-picked opponents by the general manager.
That sounds kind of cheesy if you to me.
We'll see how it develops here. Super kick coming.
Super kick. Beautiful.
Now we saw earlier tonight how Justice AK-47 countered that against Jello. If Marco was smart, he would try and figure out a way around the counter if it should happen.
Definitely, and as you saw, he told Mason Bowen to suck it. Ooh. Ooh. What's he going for here? Uh-oh, Mason Bowen's in trouble right here. Oh my God, the back onto the top turnbuckle.
Marco Sparks, indeed a showman, giving the crowd a show. Oh, but then he got caught. He got caught in the same spot, and he just launched Mason Bowen from.
What's he going for here? Oh, it looks like a stalling superplex, maybe. Ooh.
What a high-angle suplex that was.
Oh. Gave Marco Sparks a taste of his own medicine. There goes a super kick right there.
I like it up here in the mountains, Grandpa. You picked a good spot.
I don't think a young kid like that should be telling a grown man like that to suck it over and over again.
I could agree with you. Although I was 8 when DX was telling people to suck it, and I would be lying to you if I didn't tell people that constantly.
Yeah. I did that to my teacher one day.
Did she do it?
Ooh. That is confidential. Chet Lemon cannot get that information out. Oh, look like the referee got caught. It looks like now they're just jumping on the referee left and right. You know, if that referee was black, they would have both been DQ'd. Ooh, what a knee to the head. That was a beautiful move right there. Oh, and there goes another knee to the face. Like I said, this is what he has to do. He has to neutralize that speed, keep him on the ground. Stay
Again,
on top of him.
Mason Bowen showing why he's where he belongs. He came over from the shakeup, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That is correct. Former Alpha Omega Revolutionary Champion, former Deathmatch Champion.
Well, didn't he have training for the deathmatch from a former deathmatch champion himself?
I believe he did. That high knee missed.
That high knee missed again, but that one caught him. I don't know how the hell it caught him, but
that was strange, but it worked. Another high knee. Mason Bowen was in control until a second ago, and what an arrogant way to drop the knees. What's he going for now?
Another knee.
You know, on the back of Calvin James' shirt, I saw Zion crossed out.
I noticed that too. I guess they're not bros no more.
Hold on, wait. I think I think Chet Lemon remembers who Zion is. Wasn't Zion the one that tried to copy and paste Chaos? Chaos's ring style, or not ring style, attire and all that?
I think they had similar face paint. Oh.
Ooh, what a beautiful counter.
This match is still hold for hold.
Definitely is.
Key to victory for Mason Bowen would be not getting frustrated. At this point, he's in a good spot. He just needs to evaluate what's going on and strike.
And keep his focus. Them chop blocks, I think, is what's going to cost him. He tried them 4 different times and they all failed. Oh, what a beautiful leg drop.
Perfect setup for that Marco super kick.
Oh, super kick. There it is.
That's how you use it.
Yes. So what's your call on Marco Sparks?
My call on Marco Sparks, what do you mean?
Basically, you know, like, fan, not a fan.
I enjoy Marco Sparks. I don't like his attitude, but I love his in-ring skill. Like I said before, he's a ring general. He knows every aspect of that ring.
Yes, he does. Like I said, I like his talent. He's amazing talent, you know. Just a little bit too cocky sometimes, and that does come back to bite you in the ass.
Look at him mocking the New Breed stall on the apron.
Yeah. You can tell Marco Sparks despises the New Breed. I'm pretty sure he was actually glad to see him go. What's your take on that? You think half of the Rebellion roster is glad to see them go?
They were definitely hated throughout the locker room. But we must keep in mind that 2 of the members are on Alpha Omega.
Yes.
It's almost,
like I said earlier,
it's like the Miz Taraj without the Miz.
I think Calvin James would be fine without them, to be honest. I think that's what was holding him back.
He'll have his time to shine against Miles Thurman. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yes. Chet Lemon is definitely going to call that.
Mason Bowen found himself in a bad spot.
Yes. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicked out. That's Marco Sparks' patented lion salt right there, man. He's putting a lot of people away.
And Seguri. He's going to have to be smart here. Neck breaker.
Ooh, beautiful neck breaker. Ooh, did he connect?
I can't tell, but I think he did. I think he connected.
I can't tell either. I think the GM needs to fire this cameraman.
Cameraman died. He got smashed off the cell at Rebelmania 2.
I missed that. I think Chet Lemon was in the back talking to Calvin James and Chaos and all that, you know? As you know, Chet Lemon is a fan of Calvin James and Chaos. Anything that has to do with death and destruction is fine with Chet Lemon, you know?
Chet Lemon sounds like a good dude.
Probably is, you know? I saw him actually talking to death metal, too. I know a lot of people do not talk to that man, but he seemed to be holding a conversation with him. Ooh.
Oh. You know, I wasn't aware that death metal could speak, but meanwhile, in the ring, Marco just caught Mason Bowen with a drop kick while he was setting up the toys.
Yeah, and it looked like his leg got caught in that ladder, too. Uh-oh. Ooh! That had to hurt. He came down on them fucking pads. Ooh, he smacked the shit out of him. This is where that cockiness comes into play right here. This could cost them if He thought about it.
He wouldn't do it. He was robbing the fans of a moment.
Yeah. I think he trolls the fans more than he tries to troll the roster, you know?
Ooh.
Beautiful high nade.
And another...
There it comes. Another lion saw right there. 1, 2, and no, he kicked out again. This kid will not die.
Looks like it's going to continue.
You know what? I think Mason Bowen here, even if he loses this match, he's got my respect. He's got a new fan today with Chet Lemon. Ooh.
You wouldn't know it from looking at him, but apparently Mason Bowen is one of the bigger bullies in the locker room. I would like to see that mean streak come out in the ring.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm pretty sure there's quite a few bullies in the locker room, you know.
Big boot just connected.
Definitely.
And a third
lion saw.
That's got to do it.
Looks at 1, 2, and no, he kicked out again. Chet Lemon. Yeah, Chet Lemon's a Mason Bowen fan now. This kid's got some talent.
He's definitely hanging in there.
3 lion salts and still won't stay down. Ooh. This is them strikes that Holy was talking about right here. Ooh. Snapmare into a nice kick combo.
Oh, he calls that the greatest leg drop ever.
I hate that leg drop.
It's the perfect setup.
And
Number 4.
Another lion salt. 1, 2, and no, he kicked out again.
Mason Bowen is not going to die. Tonight is his night. I feel it.
Yes, I think it's going to be his night. You can tell Marco Sparks is getting frustrated. This might actually be a match of the year candidate right here.
It's definitely a good one.
Definitely.
Again, Mason Bowen finds himself on the wrong side here.
Ooh, beautiful cutter. Speaking of match of the years, which one was that? Which one was your favorite?
Of last year?
Of any one of them, yeah.
If I had to take my pick, I think I would have given it to Calvin James and Mason Bowen. Oh, yeah. That was one hell of a match. That was 45 minutes of Mason Bowen withstanding damage and kicking out and kicking out.
Well, I would have to agree with the Calvin James match, but the match that I liked, that I felt that should have won match of the year, besides the Jello and Garbage one, was Calvin James taking on Chaos.
How could you forget? How could you forget about the slap heard round the world against Black Metal and the man called Vader? Oh, and big super kick.
I heard about that, and Chet Lemon wasn't even in the company at that time.
Oh, that's got to be it. He just stole his finish.
He looks at 1,
and he kicks out at 1.
That
Mason
slap
Bowen
around the world. Hell, I'm pretty sure even Chaos heard it, and he was in the Indies.
Was louder than any Ric Flair chop, that's for sure. Now, Mason Bowen here really has to focus. He's in a good spot. All he needs to do is hit the right move.
Yes, he is. Right now, he's staying on top of him. That's exactly what he needs to do. Ooh, they were both thinking of the same idea.
Bowen's hurt.
Yeah, Bowen's hurt pretty bad, but you know he's still fighting. Ooh, beautiful drop kick.
What can he do with it?
Oh, Pele kick. I don't like that Pele. I like last year's better.
Marco, though.
Yeah, Marco.
Oh.
There's that high knee. Could that be it? Looks at 1. He looks at 2. He looks and 3. There you have it. Marco Sparks is still the TV champion.
Well, that is defense number 2 along his journey to the world title. Had a lot of good highlights in this match, and you cannot take anything away from Bowen.
Definitely did. You know, like I said, I think Bowen made quite a few fans tonight, you know. Showed that he could actually hang with some of the big boys, too. Ooh, that's beautiful. Backbreaker right there. Cocky ass leg drop it is. You know, to be honest, we were actually both wrong. We felt like it was Mason Bowen's night, and it's like we both lost that.
He came close, but
Yes,
there's a reason they call him the great Marco Sparks.
Yes, well, Marco Sparks is an amazing talent, and he is one of the better up here in RWA. I would love to see him and Calvin James go at it. Beautiful diving crossbody right there. Gotta go for that clothesline and Marco Sparks counter and throw him off the ring. So what's your take on this match? What do you think about it?
I think this match will go down as an instant classic for sure.
Definitely. Had a lot of highlights too. That was the final nail in Mason Bowen's coffin. Height.
Well, Marco Sparks victorious. What an episode of Rebellion. We are about to go off air here. Any final thoughts there, Chet?
Yeah, I can't wait to see next week's Rebellion to see who Marco Sparks goes up against. You know, this kid is amazing. This is Chet Lemon, and I'm coming to you with my broadcast partner, Holy. We'll see you guys next week.